Welcome to virtual yoga. Let me wipe the lens. I feel like it's getting dusty over time. Yeah, all right. Go ahead and if you have blocks, grab some blocks. If you grab a strap, please. And that can look like a band, or I've used leggings before, or a belt, or if you don't have a yoga strap, just any strap will do. And blocks or pillows. And we're gonna get in to the hips today. I'm just taking a moment to center first. Warm up the body slowly. And get ready to go a little bit deeper. So just taking that nice seated position. Finding that position that's comfortable for you. I like to roll my thighs in a little bit, move a little flesh out and back, allowing that pelvis to tilt forward. The sacrum and lower spine can then grow up out of the pelvis, a little bit straighter, a little bit taller, a little bit less slouchy in the back. So draw that chest forward. Open that heart. Allow the crown to grow up towards the sky. And then begin to hold your whole torso, your whole upper body with your core. So rolling that belly button in, tightening deep through those core muscles. Allow that to be what holds you. Rolling those shoulders back and down. And breathing. Here's our moment at the beginning of class to really connect that nice, deep breath. And we'll use this as we move deeper into the hips. We'll use this to move tension out of our bodies. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. And again. One more time in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Now switching to that Ujjayi breathing. In and out through the nose. Hear that whisper sound as the air hits the back of the throat. On the inhale and on the exhale. It's like slightly restricting the passageways. Pull that air deep down into the belly, up through the chest, and release. Nice and slow. 2 more times. And again. Continuing with that breath throughout the class, go ahead and draw your legs out forward. Continuing that little inner rotation of the thigh. Readjusting. As we readjust, go ahead and grab your strap. Hook that strap over the balls of the feet. And once you've got your balls strapped, go ahead and roll those shoulders back, drawing that heart forward. And just gently bending at the elbow, drawing that chest forward towards the legs. And breathing here, beginning to open up through the backs of the legs. And this is our first stretch of the morning, so take it slow. Go a little bit deeper as you breathe into it. If you find yourself able to come a little bit deeper, then bend those elbows a little bit more. Pull that chest a little bit closer to the legs. A few more breaths here, continuing into the opening. And exhale, releasing the strap. Rolling back up. Go ahead and take that left foot over the right. Hugging that left knee with your right arm. And go ahead and give that kickstand with your left arm behind your back, right behind your tailbone. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen into the twist. And continuing that way the next few breaths, lengthening and deepening with your inhale and exhale. And on your next inhale, back to center. Switching the legs. Hugging with your left arm. Extending through the right. Lengthen and twist on your exhale. And inhale, exhale, release to center. Go ahead and take your heels nice and wide. Making sure my shoulders are in a good position. Bringing just the heels to the floor, kickstand those hands behind you. Drop the knees to one side and the other. Just beginning to lubricate through those hip joints. If you press that front knee down a little bit, should press both knees towards the mat. Using your strength just a little bit, you'll find a little deeper opening in there. And then we're going to hold on one side. Keep pressing. One more deep breath. On your next inhale, up to center. Exhale, other side, and hold. Inhale, up through center. And draw those legs in. We're gonna get into it now. We're gonna go towards cow face. So I know we're just starting to warm up the hips. So only take it as far as you can. We'll continue digging deeper into everything as class progresses. Let's go ahead and take that left foot across to the right side. And bringing that knee as close as you can to directly in front of you. And then right leg comes across. You're moving towards stacking the knees on top of one another. I know we're just, like I said, getting started. So we'll probably come back to this pose towards the end of class and see how much we've opened up. You can start with a nice straight spine. Maybe you're just breathing here. Maybe you already feel this in the backs of your hips. If you want to go a little deeper, you can get to walk those hands forward, leading with the chest. We're going to breathe here probably for a good 6 or 7 breaths, nice and slow. Ujjayi breathing in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Just becoming present with your edge, becoming present with any uncomfortable feelings that may arise, and we're just breathing through it. Yoga practice is often a metaphor or a living practice of the deeper practice of life. What we do on the mat, we can take out into life and allows us to live a more easeful, more present life. A couple more breaths here. Maybe you walk a little further forward, breathing into that edge. What yoga really does is brings you present. Present into your body, present into the moment. And in the present moment, through your intuition, that is where life really happens. Not in your past memories, not in your future plans. Life is happening right now. It's always happening right now. Inhale, begin to press up. Go ahead and take a moment to unwind. In between the unwind, before we go to the other side, go ahead and bounce those knees, release those legs. Right leg comes on the bottom, left leg over. Take note of where your body sits here. Like I said, I'm going to take this one more time at the very end of class. And kind of see what's opened up in the meantime. Maybe you're just sitting up straight, breathing here. Maybe this is your edge. Maybe you begin to move a little deeper. Finding that Ujjayi breath, that ocean breath, the victory breath in and out through the nose. Again, this is another opportunity to become present with yourself. To become present with the sensations in the body. And maybe now we take away the word uncomfortable. Maybe now we just observe the sensation. We just call it a sensation. Just being present with it. And maybe as you breathe into it, you find that the sensation lessens. On your next inhale, press and back up to center. cross those legs. Right into the next one. Agni Stambhasana or fire lock pose. Two options here. One option is to just take the legs out. Shins parallel to each other but crossed on the ground. Moving that flesh out and away. And leaning forward here. We'll do both sides. Maybe use your elbows to gently encourage the knees towards the floor. Option two. I've got the left foot on the bottom, right foot stacked on top. Whatever you've got going on the spine, now we're going to switch. And you can stack that foot on top of that knee. Breathing here. We're going to take our time with the hips a little bit. It's a big area, connecting the biggest muscles in your body into the pelvis, your quadriceps being the largest, hamstrings coming in behind. And as we often in today's world spend a lot of time sitting in front of our computers and whatnot, these areas very quickly tighten up. And just breathing into these spaces, breathing into this opening for a couple more breaths. For the last couple breaths, really draw that chest forward. And inhale up to center. Bringing the soles of the feet to the mat, knees bent before we head to the other side. More gentle twist. One way and the other. And again, one way and the other. We'll do that one more time. And back to center. Opposite leg, right leg for me on the bottom. Left, right in front or on top. Yogi's choice here, wherever you're going to get better into your hips. If this leg is like way up in the heavens over here, then maybe take it right in front. If it's getting closer to meeting, then go ahead and take it on top. Always an option to stick a block in between the gap. Beginning our breathing here. Oftentimes we'll favor one leg. If we're mothers or care for children, we'll probably favor one hip. So you might find that one tends to be a little tighter than the other. And just noticing as we move through practice, our goal is to begin to bring more balance to both sides. So as you become familiar with your body, and you become familiar with which hip is tighter than the other, always feel free to hold that side a little bit longer as I begin to switch sides. I'm going for even, but if one's tighter than the other, honor that, give it a little bit more time, draw that chest forward, open that heart. Breathing here. Back into that Ujjayi breath. And on your next inhale, beginning to press back up, taking your time to unwind. As you unwind, you're going to make your way all the way on to your hands and knees. Inhale, dropping that belly, tailbone and crown rise. Exhale back into cat. A few times at the pace of your own breath, inhaling forward and exhaling back. As you inhale, coming back to neutral spine, tuck those back toes under, hips go up and back, down dog. Dropping that chest towards the floor. Rolling those armpits in, pressing those heels down, opening through the backs of the legs. Step your big toes in to touch. Inhale, right leg up, exhale, step through. Low lunge. Find that low lunge where that ankle and knee come into alignment. We're going to keep that back heel up off the mat. Let's just rock forward and backwards here for a moment, dropping those hips towards the floor. Feel that opening across the hip flexor. And pressing out through that heel. Maybe you take a block right in front of that right foot. Right hand comes to the inside. Okay, swivel that back heel to the mat now. Other option is hand off forward. I'm pressing into that knee, opening through the hips, opening through the chest. Side ankle. Maybe you gaze up. As if someone's grabbing that top hand on it. Inhale, nice strong core, nice strong torso coming up into warrior two. Bringing the hands to prayer position at heart center. You're going to begin to swivel around. So this is where that back heel will come back up off the mat. Take your time, find your balance. Left elbow across to right knee, pressing into the hands. Revolve side angle. Inhale back to center, placing the hands, step back, down dog. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, step through. Starting in low lunge, rocking back and forth. So bring that back heel to the mat. Left foot comes inside of the left. Left hand comes inside the left foot. Revolve open. Press that upper arm into the knee. Keep opening through the chest, opening through the hips. Maybe you gaze up. Press out through the back edge of that back foot. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Hands, heart center. Swivel that back heel up off the mat. Hips face forward. Once you find your balance there, right elbow comes across, pressing into those hands. Revolved side angle. Keep pressing out through that back heel. Inhale up to center. Exhale, place hands and step back. Beautiful work building some heat here as we come deeper into the hips. Inhale, right foot up. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Back knee comes to the mat. Option to add padding under that knee or fold the yoga mat. Top of the foot comes to the mat. Inhale up, Anjaneyasana. Let's just have hands at prayer position here. Keep dropping those hips towards the floor. And from here, begin to shift those hips back into Hanumanasana. Straightening that front leg. Maybe you scooch it forward. Keep those back hips lined up over the knee. If you have blocks, options for blocks. Raising up through the chest. Breathing through the back of the leg, keep drawing that chest towards the leg. Find that nice opening all through the back of that right leg. Flexing that front foot. If you slid that heel forward, go ahead and slide it back. We're bending back into that front knee and tucking those back toes under. Press those hips up and back to release. Down dog. Left foot comes up. Exhale, step forward. Back knee comes to the mat. Anjaneyasana. Hips press forward, hands come to prayer position. Breathing into those hip flexors. And as you're ready, placing those hands, shifting those hips back. Again, maybe you shimmy the heel forward, keeping those hips stacked over the knee. Straightening through that leg. Blocks are an option. Come up on fingertips. Get as straight as you can through the spine. Drawing that chest forward. Pressing that thigh towards the floor as you flex the feet, the foot, the front foot. You can draw that chest towards the leg. Breathe into the opening. Staying very present here with your body. Observing the sensations, honoring the sensations. These are sensations of growth. These are sensations of expansion. And we can notice that although we are directing these sensations in very specific parts of our bodies, as we grow and expand out in life, you may find very similar sensations of stretching. Stretching into new territories, stretching into new opportunities, stretching into new ways of being. And there will be sensations that come along with that. And just honoring those sensations. Knowing that they're just a part of growth, a part of being present. Go ahead and slide that heel back first. Bending into the front knee, tucking those back toes under to release down dog. I'm going to come to one middle pose before we head into our pigeon. So bringing the knees to the mat. I want you to begin taking your knees nice and wide. Yes, we're making our way towards frog. Knees are wide, feet are flexed. Maybe you come down onto your elbows. Keep working it until you feel a pretty decent stretch in your groin. We're going to breathe here. I'm just loving our hips. Honoring our hips for carrying our weight. For holding our babies. And if not literal babies, then for holding the babies of possibility, of creativity. And honoring all the mothers out there who brought babies into the world. Honoring our hips. On your next inhale, beginning to press back up onto the palms. You're going to bring those heels in towards each other first. Press into the heels to release the knees. Go ahead and bring those big toes together, knees wide, hips back, child's pose. On your next inhale, coming back up onto the hands and knees. I don't think we're actually going to make it back to cow face today, like I said, but we are going to come into pigeon. So hips up and back, down dog. Left foot up, drawing it forward, shin parallel to the front of the mat, if you can. And then you drop that right hip back down. You may be up off the mat. This is where your pillow and or block. If you don't have a block, you can use a pillow. And tuck under that hip. From here, you might work down onto your elbows. That front left foot is flexed, protecting the knee joint. We really want the stretch to be coming into the hip, not from our knee joint, not from the other areas. Drawing that chest forward, straightening through the spine. Deep breath here. In and out through the nose. Maybe we go a little deeper in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Beginning to walk yourself back up. Maybe you can release that lock. Tuck those back toes under, send those hips to the moon, and release. Just a breath or two here, downward dog. Inhale, right foot up. Exhale, step through. Drawing towards parallel. Dropping that left hip back down. Propping with a block or pillow. And walking down onto your elbows. On your next inhale, begin to press back up onto the palms to release that lock. Tuck those back toes under. Shoot the hips up. Right foot releases. Walk the knees out. One leg and then the other. And then allowing the knees to come to the mat. Begin to make your way onto your back. Your back, go ahead and cross that left ankle over the right knee. Both knees drop to the right, gazing out over that left shoulder. Inhale up through center. Exhale. Recross the legs over to the left. Gaze now over that right shoulder. And your next inhale, back to center. As you uncross, take a moment to draw those legs out long. Opening the arms out to the sides, palms up. Gently tuck those shoulder blades under on the back, opening through the chest as we begin to relax. Taking just a few moments here in Shavasana as we allow our practice to settle into the body. Just holding gratitude for our body showing up. Doing the work. For expanding, for growing. Thank you, body. Thank you, beautiful temple of cells, electricity, water. Thank you, beautiful vessel, for allowing me to experience this world, for allowing me to do my work in it. Thank you for all the sensations available. On your next inhale, breathe in a little bit deeper. Bringing awareness back into the room. And as you do, as you come back from our Shavasana, from our meditation, back into the room, go ahead and bring soles of your feet to the mat, bending at the knees, rolling onto your side for fetal position, and pressing back. Let's make our way back to seated, back to Sukhasana. And just taking a moment. I'm going to tell a mini story about sensation, about being present, about abundance. Last night I disappointedly in the moment found myself with a headache. And I had the opportunity to be with that sensation. Being in the middle of a cleanse, I spent hours with that sensation, in and out of not really sleep, and just working on relaxing into it and being with it. And still, at about 2 o'clock last night, I got to take a couple aspirin, and just being with the gratitude of having that option in this day and age to be able to stop that sensation, to stop that pain, nearly at will. It kicks in pretty quickly. And just being grateful for the comfortable beds that we get to sleep in, and for just how much this beautiful gift of the mind has been able to create spaces for our temples to be comfortable and to be safe. And just seeing that as abundance, how abundant we truly, truly are. All the options available to us. And the more we can fill our heart space with gratitude for all these things, the more we can draw to us and experience those things we truly desire. Because this world is not a world of lack. This world is a world of abundance. Thank you for joining me for class today. As we bring our hands to heart center, the divine in me honors the divine in you.